Have you ever felt pain on your body part while working? Or have you ever felt dissatisfied with your workspace and work environment? Well, all these thoughts are related to ergonomic applications. This video seeks to present the case analysis about the ergonomic awareness among F&B workers. But before that, let's talk about what ergonomic means. Ergonomic is the study of the interaction between workers and their workplaces. Precisely, ergonomics is the science of creating a task to fit the worker rather than physically altering the person's body to fit the job. Physical strain on the worker's body can be reduced by customizing duties, workstations, tools and equipment to fit the individual worker.
F&B workers frequently work in close quarters with flames and sharp objects that increase the likelihood of injuries. Types of injuries sustained by workers in this industry are slips and falls, burns and bruises, musculoskeletal disorders, sprain and strains, and cuts and scrapes. From a physiology aspect and ergonomic perspective, low back pain and musculoskeletal disorders are most frequently caused by the manual material handling. MMH was preferred over using mechanical aids to carry out the same operation since it has a high degree of flexibility to move light material and inexpensive. This includes lifting, lowering, carrying, pushing, and tugging of loads. Musculoskeletal disorders refer to strain or disruption of the neck, lower back, upper and lower limb muscles, nerves, tendons, joints, and cartilage caused by sustaining static loads repeatedly over an extended period of time. If it happens frequently and for a long time, it will get worse and may pose dangers.
The case study is conducted by interviewing workers and observing the food and beverage workplace to identify the potential factors influencing physical discomfort experienced by the workers. Observation was done at chosen F&B workplace, which includes the kitchen and the counter. The workstations are observed in terms of work posture, equipment placing, and material handling. All of these observations were recorded and captured using camera for further analysis. Interview was done towards 6 F&B workers, and the questions focused on the workers' ergonomic knowledge, evaluation towards workstation and their attitude at workplace, and body discomforts experienced during work. 2 food and beverage services were chosen for the case study, which are Richamo Coffee and A&W Restaurant. Richamo Coffee is a premium coffee shop. They serve food and beverages not limited to coffees, pastries and cakes, but also Malaysian and Western dishes like rice, pasta and noodles. The shop is located at Academia Cyber Technopolis, UKM. The opening hours are from 10 AM until 10 PM every day, and the main customers are students and lecturers from UKM. The next is A&W Restaurant, also known as Allen and Wright Restaurant, is an American fast food restaurant chain distinguished by its burgers, draft beer, and root beer floats. The outlets that were chosen for this study is located in Evo Mall Bani, Bandar Baru Bani. The opening hours are from 10 AM until 10 PM, and the main customers are residents of Bani and Kajang.
Tiada.
Dengar?
Pernah dengar.
Mana tu?
Through social media. Ergonomi tu apa sebenarnya? Boleh terang. Pernah dengar tapi tak pasti.
Oh ya, tak payah cakap tak je lah.
Saya tak ada. Ergonomik. Tak.
Tak tahu. Tidak.
Tak pernah.
Saya memang tak tahu, tak pernah dengar. Tak tahu cakap.
Tak pernah. Tidak.
Tak pernah tahu.
Saya tak tahu. Tak.
Tak pernah. Tidak.
Tak tahu.
MMH. Pernah dengar tapi tak tahu. No.
Tak pernah tahu.
From the interview, it was found that all workers are not aware and have no ergonomic knowledge in their daily work. They have never attended any ergonomic seminar. Hence, they did not realize the effects of neglecting ergonomics and the function of MMH. The workers were asked to rate their workstation design. The environment at A&W restaurant is more comfortable and safe than Richamo Coffee. However, Richamo Coffee has more suitable space for routine activities rather than A&W restaurant. Next, A&W restaurant has enough space that eases the movement of workers compared to Richamo Coffee, as they state that the counter area was less spacious and it was difficult for them to move when there were many staff in that area. Moreover, Diyana Coffee has lesser MMH aid equipment provided compared to A&W restaurant. The workers also were asked to rate their work environment. We found that A&W restaurant has good air ventilation system, good lighting, and workers felt comfortable with the temperature. Unlike Diyana Coffee, some workers were satisfied with the air ventilation system and lighting, but they felt uncomfortable with the temperature condition. Diyana Coffee workers said that the air conditioning system has been set to follow the operating hours of the building, where it will be closed automatically after 7 p.m. On the other hand, the noise level is moderate due to the large number of customers, busy roads, and noise from nearby houses.
Moving on to the next analysis, the figure below shows the analysis of workers' commitment and attitude towards ergonomics application at work. The workers were asked to rate from 1, which is strongly disagree, to 5, strongly agree for every question. From this result, majority workers agree that they prioritize safety and health aspects while on duty. In aspects of whether they apply the correct MMH method, 4 out of 6 of the workers agree. Furthermore, majority of them also agree with the aspect of sharing information on the correct MMH method to colleagues. However, it seems that the workers show a lack of awareness and knowledge of ergonomics and MMH, as 2 out of 6 workers disagree with giving explanations to colleagues on the effects of not practicing the right MMH method.
Leher kalau macam kita orang dekat NW ni ada mark kan, ada mark yang air tu. Kalau dine in sini nak angkat tu berat sikit lah, dia macam kacau sikit lah.
Ya, sebab satu angkat, sebab satu lagi basuh. Basuh dishwasher lah.
Yes, sometimes. Bahu sikit juga.
Belakang atas sama juga. Sakit.
3.
Sakit. Sama juga di sini. Basuh juga. Sebab dia berdiri lama lah basically.
Ya kot.
Yes. Kalau macam saya, sebab kadang-kadang berdiri terlalu lama, so bahagian belakang tu dia macam
Sama sebab kita berdiri lama. Lower back ada juga. Sebab betul.
Lengan sakit ke? Basuh?
Yes. Kalau macam nak steam susu tu, kadang-kadang kita orang tak perasan terkena steamer tu panas lah. Sini ke. Pergelangan tangan ada. Kadang-kadang macam terselir sikit kot nak angkat berat tu. Macam terselir sikit.
Ya.
Lutut maybe sebab kerja F&B kita berdiri 24 jam kan. Memang ada sakit sikit. Dia kalau macam tak ada customer tu macam kadang-kadang duduk je mencangkung ke apa tu.
Dekat customer tak ada kursi lah?
Tak ada. Dekat store ada. Kalau macam rehat tu baru duduk dekat store.
Apa dia sakit? Sorry. Sebab berdiri je?
Betis sakit sikit.
Sebab berdiri lama kan?
Sama juga.
So memang tak ada sakit-sakit badan?
Tak ada. Dia sakit nak menunggu masa kerja habis je.
So dari segi fizikal tak sakit lah? Tak lenguh ke apa?
Sebab dia kalau ni kurang customer, macam ni lah, dia tak banyak lah kerja.
Body part symptom study was used to identify MMH system issues as practiced by the workers. The workers chose to describe their discomfort by choosing the options given to body parts from neck, shoulder, upper back, lower back, arm, wrist, knee, calf, and ankle. Based on the results, it was found that only 1 worker felt discomfort at the neck, upper back, arm, and ankle. Meanwhile, 2 workers felt discomfort at wrist, knee, and calf. Half of the workers reported feeling discomfort at shoulder, and majority of the workers felt discomfort at lower back.
Risk factors of neglecting ergonomics are conditions of a job process or workstation that contributes to the risk of musculoskeletal disorders. There are 4 main ergonomics risk factors to consider when evaluating a job. First, awkward posture. Lifting, lowering or handling objects while the back is bent or twisted puts more strain on the spinal disc than when the back is straight. Few workers practice a non-neutral working posture, which required them to bend and lean forward their body to perform tasks. This increased the risk of injury, soreness, and inflammation of the shoulders and arms. Second, repetitive motion. Fatigue and muscle tendon tension may occur if motions are performed frequently for every few seconds and for extended periods of time. In the F&B sector, it takes force and repetition to cut, dice, flip and prepare food products. Workers who have longer working hours feel most body parts discomfort because they have to do repetitive tasks for a long time. Third, forceful exertion. Stronger movements place more strain on the muscle, tendons, ligaments and joints. The risk of injuries are tendinitis, hand flexor and extensor injuries, and inflammatory shoulder diseases. The discomfort occurs when the worker lifts heavy loads. Fourth, static positions. Standing up without movement for more than 30 minutes at a time may result in foot problems such as ankle sprains, plantar fasciitis, and shaft foot. Most workers feel discomfort at the lower back due to the standing up for too long.
Based on the findings of this case study and previous discussion, it was proven that there will be risk of injuries and musculoskeletal disorders if workers neglect ergonomic factors in their workplace. F&B workers can prevent musculoskeletal injuries by learning and implementing ergonomics in the F&B service industry. This section will discuss ways and recommendations to avoid injuries when working in the F&B industry, which will be focused on improving workers' knowledge about ergonomics, improving workstation design and environment, and improving workers' commitment and attitude towards ergonomic application at work. From the results, it is clearly shown that majority of the workers do not have a basic ergonomic knowledge. In order to improve the workers' ergonomic knowledge, managers are advised to provide ergonomics program to raise awareness among workers. Their responsibilities as managers include providing ergonomic training to workers and providing ergonomic workstation and equipment so that they can apply the right and safe working practice. Besides that, managers are also encouraged to promote healthy work practices, such as giving breaks and allowing job rotations for repetitive tasks and encouraging workers to ask for assistance when needed. Furthermore, managers should also encourage them to report any musculoskeletal discomfort felt during work. Most F&B workers work in the kitchen and it requires them to stand in one place for extended periods. This static posture for the lower body along with repetitive movements of the upper body can result in musculoskeletal injuries. Hence, the workers must feel comfortable with the workstation design to minimize the risk of injuries. It is recommended to have a workstation or lift with adjustable height, and the table height should be at least 2 to 3 inches below the worker's elbow to improve posture and injury. Other than that, it is helpful to store frequently used items close to the worker to avoid too much movement. It is also recommended to equip the dishwashing station with a height adjustable and retractable rinse nozzle and provide smaller bins for bussing to reduce the possibility of workers overloading the bins. It is important to provide the workers with the right ergonomic knowledge so that the work-related injuries and health risk factors could be prevented. When carrying objects such as plates, coffee pots, mugs, it will be helpful to carry them close to the body and use two hands whenever possible. In order to reduce injury during repetitive tasks, workers are advised to vary the technique using different muscles such as alternating between left and right hands. It is also recommended to take short pauses in the middle of the task and take mini breaks and stretch throughout the day. Lastly, workers should choose a well-cushioned, closed-toe footwear with anti-slip soles to provide comfort when they are required to stand for too long. It can be concluded that majority workers do not have general knowledge about ergonomics. However, they believe that they practice the right MMH method when carrying out their tasks at work. The workstation and the work environment are in good condition and safe for routine activities. Meanwhile, body symptom analysis showed that most workers felt discomfort at shoulder and lower back when working. If the situation prolongs, the body discomfort could result in serious injuries and musculoskeletal disorders. In order to prevent injuries at the workplace, it is important to be aware of the risk factors of not applying ergonomics in the workplace and practice the right method when carrying out tasks at work. Hence, risk factors of neglecting ergonomics were further discussed and some ways to avoid risk factors were recommended to ensure the workers practice safe working environments and work-related injuries could be prevented.
Kalau efek tak ada ekonomi dalam negara, ergonomik. Ergonomik ke ekonomi? Ergonomi. Ergonomi sih tak tahu. Tak tahu.